And before our hardening and tempering, what we do is our rough grind. So we are going to head on over next door to the grinding room, and we're going to fire up one of our big grinders, and then we're going to use a combination of the flat pattern and contact wheel, and we're just going to grind the axe to the desired shape. Typically I'd use a template, however I'm going to freehand grind this axe because I want to just go, off the rails a little bit and make an axe to whatever shape it wants to be. And then once I'm happy with the shape, I'm constantly checking it, constantly making sure it's straight, my grinds are straight, and everything is to the correct angle. And then once I'm happy with that, I can then go to the hardening stage. I need to get it bang on at this point because I do not want to do any profile grinding once it is hardened because it ruins that nice scaly black finish. That's it, grinding wise. That's why I like making axes, because it's so much quicker on the grinder. So I just do a rough grind just to true the profile up exactly how I like it. Then I've just thinned the edges out, done a primary grind. Now we're going to heat treat, we're going to harden it, so I haven't gone too thin on the edge thickness. So then we come back and then finish that off after heat treatment, which is what we're doing next. Right, I'm coming. So the steel that I use allows me to do quite a thorough but quite basic heat treat. So we're going to stick it back into the forge, get a nice overall heat, get it up to temperature, that nice critical non-magnetic temperature. Then we're going to go into some quenching oil, quench that off. You can see it's pretty hot. It's even with a high flash point, given the size of the piece of steel, it's flaming up quite a bit. Beautiful aromas. So that's the axe quenched. Now we've got to remove some of that hardness, temper it, polish it, sharpen it, and we have an axe. So bad at this. Can you get me some AC90 and blue roll?
Yeah, sure. Or do you want the new stuff?
Yes, yeah. I do want the 3M branded. Let's give it a whirl. She's it, and she's gorgeous. Honestly, I swear to God, how many times have I done this? 10 years, still grab a hot piece of steel. It's not fair though, because it didn't damn well sizzle when I put it in the water. Right, you've sorted yourself out. You're nice and hard. Okie dokie. So what I'm just gonna do now, we're gonna degrease with some of the best degreaser that has ever been manufactured. So once it's hardened back down to temperature, we're going to degrease it. We're going to go back next door and just polish up the edge a little bit. Oh, it smells nice as well. It's taking the scale off, which is a bit weird. I've never seen it before. That's really odd. Look at that. It's stripping the scale off. And I feel like it's stripping my fingers off as well. This stuff is wicked. Buying some more of that. Look at that. I'm impressed with that. Really impressed.
That was way nicer than the other stuff as well.
And then we are going to put it into the tempering oven to relax for a couple of hours. Let it temper, draw some of that hardness back out, and then we have a usable axe head. So just finished polishing the axe. Now we use quite a simple polishing process. Off of the 2x72 grinders, finishing up at 120. Then we go on to a 120 grit mop, and then 240 grit, 320, and then finally I just finish with finer Scotch-Brite wheels to to end up with a really lovely, almost satin finish, ready to be hafted and sharpened. And hafting an axe or hanging an axe is quite a simple process. We use these awesome handles, which are from just north of Yorkshire, I do believe. And we very accurately grind the handle to fit the eye. And then once it's sort of about 3/4 of the way up, we hang the axe. So the axe is hung like so, and then you hit the top of it. You can see I'm just driving down on top of the handle, and the head actually jumps up onto the axe. You'd think it would just fall off. Thankfully, it doesn't. It jumps back up onto the haft, and then as you can see, I've got a split in the end of the handle, which I've cut with a bandsaw, into which we drive the wedge, and that wedge secures the axe onto the handle and makes sure it's not going to fly off and hit someone in the head. On the back. I've now got to hang it, so I'm going to get the hammer from next door, and then back in here, bang away. Right, now I've got to hang the axe. I slide it onto the shaft, hang it upside down, hence the term hanging, and then drive the head firmly onto the haft. Like so. That's physics. Then just Josh in the background there. No shafting jokes for the camera.
That's what I was looking forward to.
So then we're going to wedge it. So without Josh in the background. Without Josh in the background. Just going to drive there we go. So I've just got to blacken the handle now. Blacken the handle as per my signature, and then sharpen it up, finish it with axe wax, and then give it to our lucky customer.
We will be giving this bearded axe that Paul made in this video. Rules are extremely simple. Join our YouTube channel, link in the description to join, and you're automatically in the draw.
I have always blackened my hammer handles and axe handles. I honestly can't tell you why, other than the fact I like the aesthetic. There is no other reason to it. I really like the finish. A really nice jet black, evenly burnt handle is really nice. Right, let's get romantic. Candles are being lit. So, this would be a good slow motion shot. Done. Nicely blackened handle. Now we can get some finish on it and sharpen her up. And then once it's completely burnt, we let that cool down and then we apply our finish. The finish is really easy to apply. We use Axe Wax from the States, from Oregon. Really awesome brand, pretty cool. And not only do we apply it to the shaft, but also to the head of the axe as well. And this is going to stop it from rusting, give it a really beautiful sheen, and just finish the axe, make it look really sweet, and effectively just ready for the end user to cherish and enjoy for hopefully a few years. just going to soak that in. I always apply it hot after finishing up. And you can see just how much of a sheen that takes on. Then we're going to axe wax the head as well. Yeah, you use it for the head and the shaft. And it works, it does work really well. And we're done. So once we've got our finish on there, we just sharpen up, give it that final sharpen so it is pretty much razor sharp. So we use the Tormek 2000 grit Waterstone and just trying to, we don't use any jigs at all, we freehand. And you can see I'm just freehanding the axe, the angle onto the axe, and then making sure that it is sharp and fit for purpose and ready to go. Oh yeah, onto the strop.
Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and we look forward to seeing you again on the next one. Thanks for watching.